Oh boy, 3 a.m. Gamers, rise up. Hello, pals. I am Jodan54, and it's that time of the vloggy time. That was one of my better intros. I don't know if that says something good or bad about my channel, but yeah. So, November has come and gone, and was it the best month of the year, as I may have expected at the beginning of 2018? Nah. It was a good month. It was a very good month. But it still takes second to February of this year. And my vlog from February of 2018 perfectly catalogs why. But that doesn't mean I had a damn good time this month. To be fair, this was actual footage of me over the course of this month. So, once again, I haven't really, let me contract a quote real quick. So, I had it for a moment. It's like, there is no such thing as free time, only the time where you're free from the memory of what you're supposed to be doing. And that's basically been the agenda since I came to this school. That's gonna get picked up by the camera. There's not much I can do about it though. It's kind of like past 3 a.m. right now. But you know what, that is the optimal time to record a vlog, and you cannot change my mind. Even my bags have bags under my eyes, but I do not care. I do not care one bit. And so, aside from lots and lots of work, what kind of stuff has happened over the course of this month? Well, I'm not sure if you have picked up on it, but I'm a little bit behind when it comes to uploading videos. I've been trying my best to try and catch up, but I've had an exam, at least one exam, every week since the very beginning of October. So, doing videos has been a little more difficult than expected. Cause, well, of course, like, back when I was in high school, I mean, most of my classes, like, I wouldn't really study for any of the tests or quizzes or exams. Cause first of all, I didn't need to, and second of all, it wouldn't really make much of a difference. But here, if I don't study, I fail. So, that's just the way the system works, you know? As for other situations, as of the time that I am recording this, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is 5 days away from coming out. And if it wasn't completely obvious, I will absolutely be doing a Smash Ultimate video for Christmas, and then I will be doing plenty more Smash Ultimate videos in the future. I can absolutely guarantee that without a shadow of the hedgehog of a doubt. Still an assist trophy. Dab on him. Oh, man. So, yeah, November was pretty cool, especially that part where I was able to go home and actually sleep, which is something that I'm going to be able to do immediately after recording this. I haven't gone a night getting more than 4 hours of sleep probably since a week ago, because this past week I had 2 exams and a fuck ton of homework, so yeah, it was rough. Usually Wednesday I'm able to sleep in because my first class is at noon, but this week on Wednesday I had an exam at 8 a.m. on the other side of campus, so that didn't work. It's good though, because I passed both exams. Well, actually, I don't know if I passed the second one, but I'm pretty confident. that I passed the second one, given that it was the third exam in computer science, and it was much better than the second exam in computer science. The second exam was very bad. Oh, the second exam. It was way too long. The exams here, they're designed so that, well, aside from psychology, the exams here are designed so that, like, the problems themselves aren't super hard, but they take so much time that it's nearly impossible to do all of them in the time that you're given. So yeah, that is how the Polytechnic's been treating me. This upcoming week is going to be the final full week of classes for me. And then the following week, there's going to be 3 days of classes. And then that's the last day of classes. Thursday, Friday we have off. And then of course Saturday, Sunday. And then Monday starts finals week. I have 2 finals on Monday, a final on Tuesday and a final on Wednesday. And my finals, the 2 that I have on Monday are completely different from each other. I have my Intro to Engineering Analysis final Monday morning, and my Computer Science 1 final Monday night, by the way. It ends at 9:30 p.m. Ugh. Yeah. There's the sound again, by the way. It's good though, next semester I'm only going to have 2 finals, but next semester I'm also taking data structures. This isn't the vlog where I dedicate a bunch of time to me being scared about that class though. That's probably going to be the next one. No. Maybe the next one. Because, well, after this I think I'm going to do a Christmas vlog sort of thing. And then, maybe right after, I'll do another vlog. I don't know. I had my entire video schedule for this semester planned out since August, but I still don't have a plan for the second semester, which is kind of an issue. I should probably remedy that situation. We're almost there. We're almost at the end of the semester. We're almost 12.5% done with my college career at this very school. And I'm doing fine. I'm just kind of sleep deprived, that's all. It's normal. Senior year was a warm-up for me when it came to this sleep deprivation stuff. This ain't my first rodeo. So, of course, back to computer science, the programming language for those programming viewers out there, I know you're watching. I'm working in Python in the class. Next semester will be in C++, which is quite a jump. But I think Python's a good language to start at. And I've been trying to see just what I can do in Python beyond the assignments that were given. And the assignments are very, very extensive. Oftentimes they're between, the more recent ones, it's very likely that even without comments, explanations of what your code does, even without those, it'll exceed 140 lines of code, easy. There is one homework assignment left in the class, and it looks like hell, to put it lightly. But the good news is I still haven't used any late days, so I can hand this homework assignment in 2 days late and not lose any credit. That's a good part about you not using up any of them in the first place. I will say though, I am probably gonna blow a lot of my late days next semester on the 6th homework assignment. The infamous homework 6, which, trust me, you'll know when it's the homework 6th log next semester. It's, oh god, let's get off that subject. Back to Python, back to stuff we like, back to stuff we know. Deep breaths. I just knocked the paper off the table. So I actually wrote code by myself that it can solve a system of 3 equations with 3 variables. I just figured it uses a technique known as Gauss-Jordan elimination, where you have coefficients of stuff and your constants, put it in a matrix, you do row operations, you get a diagonal ones with a bunch of zeros and your answers are on the side. I'm trying to explain this in layman's terms because I need to recognize that not every single one of my viewers is an engineer. But hello, engineer viewers. You all understand this stuff. Probably learned it way before I did. Yeah, next week, by the way, or this upcoming week, I have 3 exams and 2 of them are on the same day, so shout out. Calc 2 and Physics 1 on the same day. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, Python's cool. And you know what else is cool? The fact that the reason that November is oftentimes a banger of a month is because of game releases. And games that have consistently been released in November, especially recently, that have been quite fantastic, happen to be from the, you guessed it, the Pokémon series. 2016 we had Sun and Moon, 2017 we had Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, 2018 we have Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Now, it should come as no surprise that Let's Go... Is it getting louder? Anyways, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, they're nowhere near as good, they're nowhere near the quality of Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But that's kind of to be expected. They're remakes of Red and Blue, which are legitimately some of the worst games. Well, they're definitely the worst games in the Pokemon series, but they're also some, like, really, really bad games. Like, some of the worst. They're so unbalanced. They're so bad. Red and Blue probably have aged worse than any other video game, honestly. Like, name a game that has aged worse than Red and Blue. I'm waiting. Didn't think so. There are plenty of games that have aged poorly, but... well, I guess the argument could be made that the Sonic Adventure games on the Dreamcast also aged really bad, but Red and Blue definitely aged worse. So, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, they're obviously better than Red and Blue, but I have had very little time to play the games, as you might imagine, so I have not really been able to make the distinction as to whether or not Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are actually better than Fire Red and Leaf Green, which I actually do like. I actually really like Fire Red and Leaf Green. I think they fixed pretty much every issue that Red and Blue had, with the exception of Kanto and Team Rocket kind of being uninteresting. And in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, you have Jessie and James and Meowth, although Meowth doesn't talk. So that's kind of a plus. I will say though, I feel like they could have done a little bit of a better job with the soundtrack from what I've heard so far. A lot of the songs sound the same, which I guess if you're trying to be accurate to Red and Blue, you kind of nailed it, because all the songs in Red and Blue sound exactly the same except for a few. But at the same time, if I had to choose between the Red and Blue soundtrack and the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee soundtrack, I'd choose LGPE. It's a weird acronym, LGPE, for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. It's weird because LG is the beginning of it, and FRLG is Fire Red Leaf Green, which also takes place in the Kanto region, so it can kind of get a little bit confusing. Leaf Green Pikachu and Eevee, let's go. Fire Red, let's go? Oh yeah. That's how I got Fire Red, let's go, because I've actually never played Leaf Green, I played through Fire Red. I'm obviously using a Clefairy on my team, gonna evolve into Clefable when I get the chance, because Clefairy and Clefable are indeed my favorite Generation 1 Pokemon. Any Pokemon that can learn Meteor Mash and Metronome is fucking amazing. I've been trying to investigate a lot of the aspects of the game. It seems to be, I guess the term for it is collectathon. I think that's what the kids call it these days. It's more of that than it is. I mean, obviously, it was never meant to be a hardcore game. It's not a hardcore game. You're absolutely silly if you buy the game thinking it's going to be a hardcore experience. You're more irrational than the square root of 2. So I didn't go in expecting it to be a hardcore experience, and it's not. And at the same time, I mean, people have complained about it being really easy. It is easy. That is going to be a turnoff for a lot of people as well. And of course me, I love a good challenge, but I don't require it to have a good time, which is why I love ORAS. ORAS is also quite easy, but I feel like that's a combination of the game being easy and the fact that I've basically memorized the map of Hoenn because I grew up with Emerald, so I can't really blame ORAS entirely for me having an easy experience with it, because not only did I plan my team out, but I grew up with Emerald, and ORAS is the same region with the same combination of trainers. Like, I would literally walk up to a trainer and I'm like, huh, you're Pokemaniac Steve. I remember the exact tile that you sit on in Emerald. Route 114, right next to the tall grass, just before that gets to the rocky entrance to Meteor Falls. Yeah, that guy. When you first fight him, he has an arrow, and when you fight him, his final team, because you can fight him multiple times in Emerald with the match called Pokénav, he ends up having, I believe, a Rhydon and an Aggron. No particular order, I can't remember which one comes first. So yeah, Pokemon's been cool there, but that's not the only Pokemon thing that's happened in November. The other thing that happened with Pokemon that month was a movie that came out. Pokemon the movie, The Power of Us, which happened to be released as a Fathom Events exclusive on one of the days that I was back home. And so I was able to see the movie in my home state. And I decided, you know what? I have this opportunity. It would be an absolute waste and a half if I were to see it alone. And so I didn't. Take it away, Rise 26.
Now, I'm finished this plan. It was just 3 minutes, so it wasn't that bad, but I got one question to ask you, bro. Did it feel good, though? We're on our way to see the Pokemon movie, and my camera's about to die, so let's go. Nice. Got this little snippet in, though.
The movie itself, The Power of Us, I think when you compare it to a lot of the other Pokemon movies, it's much better than most of them. I think there was, I can't remember who it was, but there was one PokeTuber who said like it was their favorite of all the Pokemon movies. I'm not sure about that because it's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen a lot of them. Other movies I just straight up haven't seen. I really did like the Diancie movie. I have not seen the Hoopa movie, but I hear it's not good. I don't know about the Volcanion movie. If it exists. I think I've seen ads for it or whatever. It has like Volcanion and Magearna in it. And then this one has Zeraora. Power of Us has Zeraora in it. Which, by the way, I have the card for a mythical, and I got that off someone's room, so we covered that one, boys. Zeraora seems like a really cool Pokemon, and the movie did a pretty good job of making Zeraora a good character. I will say the pacing was kind of weird in the movie, but I did like in the climax the way it handled the back and forth. I think Risa, that's her name. Her name is Lisa or it's spelled Lisa in the Japanese version, but they said Risa in the English dub, which is the version I watched. So I would imagine that it's spelled with an R in English. So either way, I'm speaking, not writing. So her name is Risa. I really like her. And I think, of course, obviously the animation was amazing. And I like the use of the soundtrack, of course. Now, of course, Pokemon. How hard is it to use Pokemon soundtracks, whether it be from the games or from previous anime, in a movie to make an amazing soundtrack? I mean, it's basically, you've basically got the easiest job in the world when it comes to, as long as you know where to put them. Because the songs, oh, they're so good. You basically just have to make a slight arrangement to them or cut out parts so it fits with the action scene, and that's basically it, because they're so good. As for the other characters in the movie, they really did seem to be self-aware about the fact that all of them were really like cookie cutter archetypes of like stereotypical anime characters, to the point where they basically outright say it without breaking the fourth wall, of course. But I don't think Pokemon is afraid to do that. Shout out to Slowking. People who have seen the Slowking episodes of the anime know what I'm talking about. But I really like how self-aware they are. It was more in the ads for the movie than it was in the actual movie. But it was pretty nice. The movie did have some dark moments, which I liked. I think it's good for it to actually have depth and darkness in the story. It tends to allow for a richer story to be told. Exhibit A, Super Paper Mario. But I'd recommend the movie. If you're someone who is extremely skeptical, wait for it to be released in other forms before you see it, I guess. It's not a must-see. I wouldn't consider it a masterpiece, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. I don't have extremely high standards, and I would recommend that you have extremely high standards if you're going to go see a Pokemon movie. Those don't have the best track record. Let's be real here. So yeah, there's November for you. It was good. It was not as good as February. It was arguably not even as good as March. But it was good. And I mean, I'm here. How can I complain? This place is damn hard. But to quote both protagonists from both of the Danganronpa games that I've played, if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. And I've got plenty of journey to go. And it looks like you've made it to the end of this vlog. I admire your attention span and your average view duration skills, so you're probably expecting a surprise at the end for your much well-deserved efforts. And you know what? I have to do it to them. So a while back, I posted a tweet containing a poll. It was actually the first poll that I've ever put in a tweet, and had it as my pinned tweet, basically asking, like, because there was a Smash Brothers YTP collab, and it looked really, really good. It's hosted by Skafril's Productions, who, as you know, I've developed quite a fascination and love for when it comes to his YTPs. And so when I found out that he hosted a Smash Bros. YTP collab, I'm like, this would be perfect for a Christmas special. But I decided to let you, the people, the peep-hells, if you will, decide for me if it should be the Christmas reaction. It was a landslide yes. I guess I should have expected something like that. But yes, that basically confirms it. The Super Smash Bros. YTP collab by Skafrillas and more will be the Season 6 Christmas reaction special. And you know what? It would be just as much of a waste if I react to it alone. And so I'll try not to. I'll bring some peep-pals along with me. Just you wait. Until then, keep looking forward. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.